What is up, guys? Stark here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new raid boss introduced onto Global, and that being Kizaru. Now, he's a 60 stamina raid boss, and he is pretty difficult. I'm not going to lie, he is pretty difficult. And that's mostly because he does so many random things. Now, it's not really random in like the fact that he does it, he'll do it in a certain order. But he does a variety of different effects, and that can really cause a lot of teams to struggle with it. So you pretty much have to kill him before like you get stuck with all his different abilities. So we're going to be using a double stronghold ace team here, and it's pretty standard except for instead of using Usopp, we're going to be using Izo, and we do that to get like a full board of matching orbs. And you're going to need that if you want to kill Kizaru. So as for like your specials and stuff, having Zephyr Max is definitely important. Ace as well. The other ones, you don't really need them that much. As long as they're like around 17 turns, maybe 18, should be okay. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so here we go. The first couple stages, as usual, they're just going to be your stalling stages. But you do want to try and not take any hits if possible. Sometimes, depending on the cooldowns, that's kind of hard to do. And most of the guys don't hit very hard anyway, so even if you do take a couple hits, you're going to be fine here, especially if you have auto heal sockets. So I really don't use Izo, so I'm not good at timing his attack animation, but the more I do it, the better I'll get at it. So stage 2 here is going to be your turtle, lobster, seahorse stage. And normally the seahorse is a bit of a problem, but on this raid boss, you have no issues with it. You can just kill it and not worry about it. And then take your time on the remaining units. If you do need to stall a little bit, you can get a couple extra turns on the lobster. Sometimes it doesn't start with a 5-turn cooldown. Sometimes it'll come in with like a 2 or 3. So just go ahead and stall out on that. If you need to take a hit, go ahead and take a hit. You'll probably kill it before it attacks you twice, so just go ahead and do that if you need it. I'm gonna do it because it does less damage than the pacifistas hitting you. Although sometimes you kind of get stuck and you can't kill the pacifistas and you end up getting extra turns anyway. But we're just gonna do it this way just to see what happens. So now stages 3 and 4 are gonna be the pacifistas, and it could be a combination of any colors, like all 5 of the colors, and each one of them does different things. I'll have it listed on the side of the screen there what each color does, but if you see this blue one here, you want to kill this guy, because on the second turn, so if you don't kill it on the first turn, he will paralyze your friend captain for 9 turns, and you don't want that. If you get that, you basically force stalling 9 turns to get rid of it in order to move on to Kizaru himself. So we killed him. Now this green one here is going to heal, but we're going to kill him in 1 turn anyway. Or maybe, if we don't miss. Alright, we're good. I do think stage 4 is actually fixed. I don't think the colors change. I think the first stage is just red, blue, and green. It'll just alternate between them. And the second stage is purple and yellow. I think it's always been the same one no matter how many times I've done this. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this stage is always going to be the same. So we're just going to go ahead and kill this fodder unit in the back so she doesn't heal. And just take care of this guy. Now if you can, try and save green orbs for the boss stage, because you don't need them, but it does help your damage output. If you have like 2 or 3 green orbs, maybe, like if you can get at least 1, you should be okay. And we don't want to kill him yet. He's gonna switch all of our orbs. So like I was saying, like sometimes you just get in that situation where the pacifist is going to attack you. Now I might be able to kill this guy here, but I actually want to just get rid of all my bad orbs, so I go into Kizaru with a decent set of orbs. I guess I probably wasn't going to be able to kill him anyway. But they don't hit that much, and you don't really need like your HP and anything like that going into Kizaru. You just need your specials ready. But we did get really lucky there with those 2 orbs, so I'm going to hang on to them. And move on to Kizaru. Alright, so Kizaru here, he's going to start the fight by putting up that delay immunity, and he will increase the cooldowns of your next characters by 1. So you do want to make sure your aces specials are maxed before you go into the stage. Otherwise, you won't be able to use a special on the right turn, and then you're just going to get stuck in that loop of crazy effects, and you probably will end up losing. So on the first turn here, all you're going to do is attack normally. You don't need to use any of your specials, so just go ahead and attack normally. Alright, and then Kizaru is going to attack, and then he is going to swap all your orbs into bad orbs. So right now we're still okay, but we have to kill him on this turn before he activates his next effect. So go ahead and use all of your specials except for one of your aces specials, but you do want to make sure you do it in a proper order. So you want to use Heracles first and then Izo to make sure you get the full board. What am I doing? Yeah, right there. And you want to make sure you give Frankie the recovery orb. So when you use Izo special, you'll give your ace and Izo the green orbs, and then Frankie special will give himself the red orb. And then you use Zephyr and one of your aces to lock your orbs. And then you just go ahead and attack him, hit all your perfects, and it should kill him. There you go. Oh, but he revives. And he revives with quite the nasty effect. Now, he doesn't actually, when he revives, he doesn't actually use like the effect you're seeing right here. It's this just, he does this on this turn in the fight. So every third turn, he's gonna do it. But because we killed him, like, it just works out that way. But this is what we want. We wanted to do this. So use aces special here, and then what you want to do is you want to attack with your aces and your Frankie first, because they get the reduced damage, and then use your Heracles and your Zephyr to finish off Kizaru. And you have 2 turns to do it, so even if you don't kill him on the first turn, he's going to go ahead and blind you, but at this point his HP should be so low, even if you hit greats, you should be perfectly fine killing him. And there you go. It is kind of tricky, but, you know, if you have ace, you should be okay. You could also use, I believe a Mihawk slasher team can do it. If you use the Dex Mihawk and an Inhawk slasher friend, I believe that team can do it. I haven't tested it yet, but this team works pretty good for me. It's pretty consistent once you get the hang of it, so yeah, I hope you guys have good luck beating Kizaru. Unfortunately, I was not very well prepared, and I don't have the material to evolve him, so I'm going to have to wait on that. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you found it a little bit helpful. And if you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.